What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Princess TK. Okay, so let's just get into it. So the first couple YouTube videos y'all saw, I just been putting on clothes. We haven't been talking. So let's like conversate about some stuff. Okay, so boom. What happened was, it was July 2008. You know what happened that year? That's the year that Dark Knight came out. So I went to go see the masterpiece that we all know that is now the Dark Knight. So I went with my homegirls. I'm like, boom, we got there on time before the trailers. Fun fact about me, if I don't get to the like movie theater before the trailers start and like they're already starting, I'm gonna have a problem. Now, I'm not gonna make it to a problem, but if you're the person who took me to the movie theater that like is making me late, internally, I hate you for about 10 minutes. I'm just being honest, I'm being real. One of the trailers that pop up, I'm like, all right, let's see what we got going on here. It was Watchmen. I'm like, I never heard of Watchmen. So things start popping up in the trailer like, you know, who watches the Watchmen? And then there's a lady that in there that looks like Demi Moore. So I was like, is that Demi Moore? Who's the blue guy? Why is he so big? I had a lot of questions. Because I'm like, what the heck's a graphic novel? So these are all the like, 15-year-old thoughts that my, brain's going through at that time. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm gonna put this movie in the chamber. And then after I watch the greatness that's the Dark Knight, I'll just go home and Google everything. After Googling everything and getting my answers, like, I found out what a graphic novel was, pretty much adult comic book. Awesome. That was not Demi Moore. Sorry, Demi Moore. And I'll figure out the blue guy at some other time, right? So I'm like, bet, I got it going on. So boom, fast forward to the next week, I talked to my homeboy Richard about all of this. I'm like, Richard, Watchmen just seems so cool. I need to figure out how I can like watch it or get to it, whatever, right? And he tells me he has the graphic novel, and I'm like, Richard, really? And he's like, yeah, man, you can borrow it. I said, thank you so much, right? So I'm reading the graphic novel. I'm having a blast reading it. I'm figuring, the story out, and I'm like, this is amazing, right? And then I'm not gonna hold you. That was the one time ever in my life I had considered stealing from a friend because I did not want to give that book back. But I was like, I'll give it back. I'll buy my own copy, and I did, right? I totally did. Read it through and through. So boom, fast forward to that next year. March 6, 2009. Yes, I memorized the date. It's a very important date for me because that movie really matters. I watch it. It was a fucking masterpiece to me. So I go forth and start telling other people about this movie. And then I'm realizing now, right, that no one actually knew about this movie. And then I started essentially geeking out to everyone. And then I realized I was holding all my geekiness within me, and I didn't realize that no one really knew that I was kind of like geeky like that or nerdy. And so now everybody knew, and I was like, oh, well, cat's out the bag. I was like a super geek, and I enjoyed it. So I say all that to say is I'm Princess TK. It's nice to meet you guys. Thanks for being on this channel, and I'm a nerd.